to English GlowMind. Take a deep breath, relax, and let's practice English together. Today is a beautiful, quiet day here. I am looking out my window and I can see the soft sunlight resting on the green leaves outside. It feels so peaceful and safe.
Yes, it is a very calm morning. The air feels fresh and everything is moving very slowly. Hello, everyone. I am Anna, and I am so happy to sit here with you and Ken today. Whether you are drinking your morning coffee or getting ready for bed, you are welcome here.
Exactly. This is your safe space to listen and learn. English can sometimes feel difficult or scary, but we are here to make it gentle and easy for you. We want you to feel like you are sitting with two good friends in a warm, cozy room.
We always learn best when our minds are relaxed and happy, so please do not worry about making mistakes today. Do not worry if you do not understand every single word we say. Just let our voices play in the background, like a gentle song.
That is wonderful advice, Anna. I actually have a cup of warm chamomile tea in my hands right now. It smells like sweet flowers, and it helps me slow down my thoughts. Do you have anything warm to drink with you today?
I have a mug of hot water with a little bit of sweet honey and fresh lemon. It is very soothing for my throat. It is the perfect drink for a long, friendly conversation. Let us enjoy this simple moment together, step by step.
I completely agree with you. There is no rush today. We have plenty of time to talk, to share little stories, and to help you feel more comfortable using English in your everyday life.
And today's topic is very sweet and very common. It is about our homes, about the animals we love, and about the friendly people who live near us. I am very excited to talk about this with you.
Before we talk about our main topic, let us talk about neighborhoods. A neighborhood is the area where you live, and the people who live next to your house are called neighbors. Do you know your neighbors, Anna?
Yes, I do. I am very lucky. The people living next to me are very kind. Every morning, when I step outside to water my flowers, I see my neighbor. We always smile and say hello to each other. It is a small thing, but it makes me feel very happy.
That is really lovely. Saying hello is a great way to start a friendship. In English, you can say, "Good morning, how are you today?" Or, "It is a beautiful day, isn't it?" These simple words build a warm bridge between people.
I agree. You do not need to use big, difficult words. A simple smile and a friendly hello are enough. Feeling safe in your neighborhood is very important. It makes your house feel like a real home.
Sometimes we share things with our neighbors. Maybe you share some extra fruit from your tree, or maybe you help them pick up their mail when they are away. These small acts of kindness create a very strong community.
Yes, a community is like a big family. We look out for each other. If I need a little bit of sugar for baking a cake, I know I can knock on my neighbor's door and ask. They are always happy to help me.
It is a wonderful feeling to know that you are not alone. Even if you live by yourself, having good neighbors means you always have a friend close by. And that brings us to the special situation we want to talk about today.
Yes, sometimes we need to ask our neighbors for a bigger favor. We need to ask them to help us with something very precious. And doing this in English can make us feel a little nervous.
Today, we are going to learn how to ask a neighbor to watch your cat. Imagine this situation. You are going on a short trip. Maybe you are going to visit your family for the weekend.
A trip sounds very nice, but there is one small problem. You have a beautiful, sweet little cat at home. You cannot take your cat with you on the airplane or the train. Your cat needs to stay home.
Leaving a pet behind can feel very hard. We love our pets so much. They are like little members of our family. We want to make sure they are safe, happy, and well-fed while we are away.
Exactly. Cats usually feel happier in their own homes. They do not like moving to strange new places, so the best idea is to find someone kind to come to your house and check on them.
And who is the best person for this job? Your friendly neighbor. They live right next door, so it is very easy for them to walk over. But how do we ask them? What English words should we use?
It is normal to feel shy when asking for help. You might think, I don't want to bother them, or what if they say no? These are very common feelings, even in your own native language.
But remember, most people are very kind and they love animals. They will probably be very happy to help you. The important thing is to ask politely and clearly. We want to be respectful of their time.
Yes, being polite is the key. In English, we use words like please and could you to make our questions sound soft and gentle. We will practice these useful words together very soon.
Let us imagine you see your neighbor outside. You walk up to them with a smile. First, you should start with friendly small talk. You can say, "Hi, how are you doing today?"
That is a perfect start. After they answer, you can introduce your situation. You can say, I am going on a short trip this weekend. Keep the sentences short and simple. A1 and A2 level English is perfect here.
Then you ask the big question. A very polite way to ask is, "Could you please do me a small favor?" The word could makes the question sound very gentle and soft. It is better than saying, "Can you?"
Could you please do me a small favor? That sounds beautiful. Then you explain the favor. You say, would you mind watching my cat while I am away? Watching means taking care of or checking on.
Let us repeat that nice and slowly. Would you mind watching my cat while I am away? If that is too long, you can also say, could you please feed my cat this weekend? Feed means to give food.
Both sentences are excellent. If they say yes, you must show that you are very happy and thankful. You can say, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Appreciate is a big word, but it means I am very thankful.
It is also nice to offer something in return. You can say, I will bring you a small gift for my trip, or I can help you with your garden next time. Friendship is about giving and receiving kindly.
If they say no, maybe they are busy. That is okay too. You just smile and say, no problem, I understand. Thank you anyway. You are always polite, no matter what their answer is.
Thinking about cats reminds me of a special memory. A few years ago, I had a very lazy, lovely orange cat named Oliver. He was very fluffy and loved to sleep in the sunlight all day long.
Oh, Oliver sounds like a wonderful friend. Orange cats are always so sweet. Did you ever have to leave him alone to go on a trip? How did you manage it, Ken?
Yes, I had to travel for work for 3 days. I felt so worried. I kept looking at Oliver while he was sleeping. I didn't want him to feel lonely or hungry, so I walked next door to my neighbor, Mrs. Green.
Mrs. Green sounds like a kind lady. Was she happy to help you take care of Oliver? Was it hard for you to ask her for this big favor?
I was a little nervous, but I used the same simple English words we are practicing today. I asked her, Mrs. Green, could you please feed Oliver this weekend? She smiled so brightly.
That is so nice. What did she say to you? Did she like cats? Sometimes older neighbors really enjoy having a little animal to visit during the quiet days.
She loved cats. She said, oh, I would love to. I will play with him every afternoon. It made me feel so calm and peaceful. I knew my little Oliver was in very safe and loving hands.
What a beautiful story. It shows that asking for help is not a bad thing. It actually gave Mrs. Green something happy to do. It made your relationship with your neighbor much stronger and deeper.
That is exactly right, Anna. When we ask someone for help, we are showing them that we trust them. Trust is a very beautiful gift. It tells your neighbor, I think you are a good and responsible person.
And when people feel trusted, they feel happy. We often think that asking for help is a heavy burden for the other person, but actually, helping others makes humans feel very joyful and useful.
I agree completely. I remember when my other neighbor asked me to watch their small dog, I felt so honored.
I enjoyed walking the dog and playing with him. It brought a lot of light into my weekend.
So, to all our friends listening right now, please remember this. Do not be afraid to reach out to the people around you. Even if your English is not perfect, your smile and your trust speak a beautiful language.
Yes, communication is not just about perfect grammar or big vocabulary. It is about connection. It is about two humans trying to understand each other and help each other in this big world.
When you talk to your neighbor about your cat, you are doing more than just asking for food and water. You are building a warm, invisible web of community. You are making your neighborhood a better place.
Next time you feel nervous about speaking English, remember that your neighbor just sees a friendly person. They are not giving you a test on your grammar. They just want to understand your heart.
Your heart is always clear. A simple please and a warm thank you are understood everywhere in the world. Let that thought bring you peace and confidence today.
Now, let us talk about what to do after your neighbor says yes. You need to prepare some things to make the job easy for them. First, you have to give them the key to your house.
Giving someone your key is a big step. You can hand it to them and say, "Here is the house key. Please lock the door when you leave." Lock means to close the door safely with the key.
You also need to show them the cat food. You can point to it and say, "The food is here in the kitchen. Please give him 1 cup of food in the morning and 1 cup in the evening."
That is very clear and easy to understand. Do not forget about water. Cats need fresh water every day. You can say, "Please give her fresh water every day. The bowls are on the floor."
It is also a very good idea to write a small note. On the piece of paper, you can write your phone number. You can tell your neighbor, "Here is my phone number. Please call me if there is any problem."
Writing a note is very helpful. If they forget your spoken words, they can just read the paper. You can also write the name of your cat's doctor, just in case. It brings extra peace of mind.
Finally, you can leave your cat's favorite toy on the table. You can say, "This is his favorite little mouse. He loves to play with it." Your neighbor will appreciate these kind instructions.
By preparing everything nicely, you show respect for your neighbor's time. It makes everything smooth and relaxed for everyone, and your cat will be very happy and safe.
We have talked about so many wonderful things today. We learned how to say hello, how to ask for a favor politely, and how to prepare for your trip. You are doing a great job learning all of this.
Yes, you really are. Learning a new language is like growing a beautiful plant. It takes time, patience, and a lot of gentle care. Every time you listen to us, you are watering your English plant.
Imagine yourself standing on your porch, speaking softly to your neighbor. You are confident. You use simple words. Your neighbor smiles and takes your house key. You feel totally relaxed and ready for your trip.
You can absolutely do this. You have the words and you have the kindness in your heart. We are so proud of your progress. Never forget that your simple English is powerful and deeply beautiful.
I hope this conversation has made you feel calm and capable. English is a tool to make friends and share love, whether it's asking someone to watch a cat or just saying good morning.
As we slowly come to the end of our talk today, take one more deep, slow breath. Let go of any tension in your shoulders. You are safe, you are learning, and you are doing wonderfully.
Now, it is time for our special practice section. We will carefully review some of the most important words we used today. This will help your brain remember the sounds and the meanings.
Please make yourself comfortable. You can close your eyes if you want to. Just listen to our voices and follow along gently. There is absolutely no pressure here. Now, let's practice our English. Listen and repeat after me. Our first word today is neighbor. Neighbor. A neighbor is a person who lives near you. Let us say it together, slowly. Neighbor. Neighbor. My neighbor is very kind. Wonderful. Our next phrase is watch my cat. Watch my cat. This means to take care of your cat. It is a very useful phrase. Let us repeat it gently. Watch my cat. Could you please watch my cat? Great job. The next important word is feed. Feed. To feed means to give food to someone or something. Let us practice the sound softly. Feed. Please feed my cat in the morning.
Excellent. Now let us practice a polite word. Favor. Favor. A favor is a kind action you do for someone else. Let us try saying it. Favor. Favor. Could you do me a small favor? That sounds beautiful. Our next word is trip. Trip. A trip is a short journey to another place. Let us repeat. Trip. I am going on a short trip. Perfect. And our last word for today is appreciate. Appreciate. This is a bigger word. It means to be very thankful. Let us break it down. Appreciate. Appreciate. I really appreciate your help.
You did a fantastic job with the practice today. Your pronunciation is getting smoother and softer every single day. We are very proud of you. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today at English GlowMind. It is always a deep joy to share these peaceful moments and stories with you. We hope you feel relaxed and happy.
We truly appreciate your presence here. Learning with you makes our day brighter. If you enjoyed our gentle English conversation, please consider subscribing to our channel.
Yes, subscribing helps our little community grow. You can also press the like button or leave a sweet comment below. Tell us, do you have a cat? Or maybe a dog? We would love to read your stories.
We will be back soon with another peaceful topic to help you learn English without any stress. Until then, please take good care of yourself. Be kind to your neighbors and be kind to your pets.
If you are listening to this before sleeping, we wish you a very deep, quiet, and beautiful night's rest. May your dreams be sweet and calming. Close your eyes and rest your mind.
And if you are starting your morning, we wish you a day full of soft sunlight, friendly smiles, and gentle moments. Walk slowly and enjoy the beauty around you today.
Goodbye for now, dear friends. We will see you next time on English GlowMind. Stay safe, stay peaceful, and keep glowing.
Goodbye, everyone. Sleep well or have a wonderful day.